Jack 60 is your hustling homie, your platform partner. And today I want to tell you not to don't be a commodity. If you are being a commodity, you need to stop it. And I want to show you why. Now, this is, of course, not only for business people, but this is also for anybody. Let's say if you're working at a job and you're trying to stand out, really, if you're trying to be a social media brand and you're trying to stand out, you don't want to be a commodity. Now, what is a commodity? That people are saying. Now, a commodity, that's something that you can find anywhere. It's something, for example, it's just like raw materials. Commodities are like bread, eggs, milk, right? These are things that you can find a lot of different places, but usually it's in abundance. It's a lot of it, right? And so whenever you have a lot of something, it's going to be cheaper. Now, what do I mean like by people being commodities? For example, if you have a business or you're a person and you're trying to fit in, you're trying to do the same thing that everybody else does. If there's nothing unique about you, and when people see you and the stuff that you're offering is not, and nothing about it is unique, then what's going to happen is you will eventually become invisible. You're going to be faded out. You're just like everybody else. For example, if you listen to hip hop music, you'll see a lot of rappers. A lot of them will take on the same exact personality and the same exact market and the same exact sounds. So you'll hear literally 100 different rappers with the same type of beats, the same type of they talking about the same topics. Their pictures look the same. They dress the same. They all are wearing the same jewelry. They all are using the same type of poses and the same type of story. So at the end of the day, they become invisible because nothing about them is unique, especially in this busy marketplace. Now I want you to think. Now one reason why I'm saying this too, I like to talk about the animal kingdom a lot. I like to talk about ecology because we can learn a lot if you just look at wildlife. So if you look at animals, any animal that tries to fit in and compete with other animals, and they're trying to take and trying to be basically be like other animals, they end up becoming extinct. Like if there's certain, because you have to evolve. Think about it. You ever seen there's certain birds that you see and they have a very unique beak, right? They have a very very unique. Think about it, it's like the difference between um, like a really amazing a tropical bird versus a pigeon, right? You see some of these tropical birds and they have these unique beaks. And the reason why their beaks may be extremely long or have a hook on it is because they had to evolve. And after they evolved, there's certain food that they can eat that a pigeon just can't get to, right? And so if they were trying to eat the same thing that the pigeons wanted, that the pigeons eat, they would be just like a pigeon and they will become eliminated. So, how does this relate to business? How does this relate to you building whatever your personal brand? So, I've seen a lot of brands. I've seen people who have small businesses. For example, they may have a business where they sell hair, selling hair extensions, or you may be a hairstylist or a barber, or you may have an actual tangible product that is a commodity. I saw someone who had a business where they were selling cork. Everything they make was made out of cork. They made like if you can get clothes, keychains, whatever, furniture, artwork made out of cork, purses made out of cork. And the thing is, they were just selling people based on their commodity. The problem with it being a commodity, not only can you easily become invisible, but it's hard for you to make good money because what happens is some a person. I'm gonna ask you this: why would you pay $10 for a service when you can get that same exact service for $1.50? Why would I hire somebody to shoot photos and videos if I can find another person who shoots photos and videos, the same exact photos and videos, at 10 times cheaper? Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. And plus, in this economy, let me tell you, right now, and we're living in a world where every year you want to increase your income, and you're increasing that income by 20%, and you don't want to do it just by working more. You want to do it by having different revenue streams. And so, if you're not doing that, you're moving backwards. So this is why it's important. If you're being a commodity, it's no way that you can really increase 20% every single year because again, people are only going to pay so much if they can find the same exact thing somewhere else. So if you that person, you got that Instagram page and you posing like everybody and you looking like everybody, acting like everybody, and you're not doing things that make you unique, you will become eliminated. Now, what can you do to change that? Now, here's the first thing. First things first, you got to first start changing your mind because the reason why most people are commodities because their brain and their thinking is they don't understand what their personal story. They don't understand their value, and they maybe generated some sales. Right, you put yourself in a position and you got some sales, and so now you've kind of let that become your identity, right? You say, okay, you start doing hair. People like the way that you do hair. You say, oh, hair is a good way to do money, to make money, and you did that, and now you made some money, and now your success has put you in a position where you stuck and you can't grow. Well, they always say what got you here is not going to get you to the next level. So if you want to take your business to the next level, your brand to the next level, get new customers, you're going to have to begin to change your brand identity. So what did this mean? So now this means that you're going to really have to dig deep and start figuring out what is your story. Why did you get involved in this business? Write that down. What is your story? What's the passion? What do you believe? What's the thing that stands out? So, for example, with me, and even this page, you're looking at the Shut Up and Hustle page. Shut Up and Hustle. This is the page where we bring forth some of the community's most highest achievers, and we break down how do they not only think, but also how do they go about getting things done using their unique abilities. And we show people how to do that. So that's a unique part of what we do. You can find other podcasts or other places where people are talking about quote unquote hustling, but some of the people that we bring and the way that we bring them and really breaking down how to take action on some of these ideas, and especially because we cater to these communities that have a void, that makes us unique. And then, of course, when I go into the story of why we got involved and why we did it, that's the part of what makes us unique. We serve a unique space. So you want to, and you got to constantly evolve, because even where you're at today, you may have to evolve the story again in a year from now. So again, this is a constant movement, constant change. So you want to position yourself to change, baby. You know what I'm saying? To change, you got to position yourself to grow. And so you got to dig deeper than just the product, and really redefine what is the product. So I'll give you an example. When you think about Starbucks coffee, one of the largest companies on the planet when it comes to selling coffee, but it's not a coffee business. Most people think, oh, they sell coffee. That's this coffee. This is coffee business. They're not a coffee business. And this is directly from the CEO of Starbucks. He said that Starbucks is a customer service business. Customer service. So this is why when they're all about the customer experience. From what do you feel when you walk through the door? And if you think about it, that is what makes Starbucks very unique. I mean, of course, the product is consistent, but more so when you go into the store, the experience is going to be different. This is the place you can go in, and again, you can be able to be on your computer. You can have a certain vibe, a certain energy in these Starbucks when you go in there in the Starbucks location. Also, they make sure they write your name on a cart, on your cup. They say your name, they speak your name. They're very friendly. They talk to you a certain way, right? And so that whole customer interaction is really what they're based on. Now, coffee is what helps finance it, but the experience is really what they're selling. If they just had a straight up and down regular store just like Dunkin' Donuts, and they did the same thing, then most likely they probably would not have grown to where they are today. So you have to identify what is your true product, because the product that you're selling is probably really just the introduction to the relationship that you have with the customer. So you got to go deeper and say, okay, what else are we really bringing to make us unique? What is that? For example, if you have a hair extension business or something that is a quote unquote commodity, if you want to make yourself stand out, what can you do in terms of customer service? Maybe is it a way that do you have a subscription service where people can subscribe to pay on a monthly basis? People can use credit cards. Maybe do you have a unique story that you guys are implementing because you work with, let's say, cancer patients or medical patients? Or are you guys donating extra amount of money to charity or something like that? Like, what is it? And don't, whatever you do it in an authentic way. Like, don't start doing charity just because. Don't say we do charity just because you're trying to get sales, right? And you're really not doing charity. Anything you do, you have to stay authentic and be have integrity with it. So be honest with whatever you're doing, but do it from a unique place. And so you all have unique stories. It's just many of us have been taught to fit within a box. And right now, the game is too oversaturated. It's too many people on the field trying to eat the same food. and a lot of people are becoming extinct very fast, especially due to the internet. So this is a unique opportunity for everyone to really no longer become a commodity and really paint the picture and identify with a special type of client. Let me tell you something. Nowadays, you don't need to be extremely wide. Okay, what I mean by wide is you don't need a million customers for you to be very successful long term. Nowadays, you can go deep, meaning instead of 1,000 customers, literally you can use the Netflix model, which is have 1,000 solid diehard customers, and then you do like a subscription base. If you get 1,000 people that are loyal and that will spend money with you every single month, that is more powerful uh, and then you having 10,000 customers that just buy every so often, maybe once every 6 months. Okay, that 1,000 every single month, because now they're giving you your data, they're helping you evolve your program. That's money you can count on every single month. Plus, if they're diehards, they're going to refer more people, and that's really what you want. You want your customers to tell the story about you, and so without you having to tell it or sell it. So again, you want to be unique. Stop being a commodity. Stop trying to sell everything that everyone else is selling. Even if you have a similar product, find ways to make yours unique through your story, make it unique through the customer experience, and also even through maybe even the way that you deliver it could be a way that could be unique. Maybe if you got a certain product, maybe you deliver your everything you do, you deliver the same day. You deliver directly to people's homes, or you deliver it and you own and you use beautiful salespeople, delivery people who wear tuxedos when they deliver it to people's homes, right? That's a part of the story. So you want to have some unique stuff, or when you deliver stuff, you guys always give out free candy or whatever, something that's unique with the way that you deliver, the way and with your business. But like I said, you really want to focus on that. I'll go into more details if you. I got a course where we go into details with things you can do to walk your way through the process of enhancing your brand so that you're no longer a commodity, because this is very important. So take advantage, man. Take advantage. Again, I'm Jackson 360, your platform partner, your hustling homie. Make sure that you get the books as well. This is the book series, Shut Up and Hustle. This is the first book of that series. Make sure you go to the link in the description, get the entire series so you can help grow yourself, grow your community, and grow your business. In that order, place your order.